I'm Jessica. I'm a quarter ballet member with the Suzanne Farrell Ballet. I was born and raised in Sacramento, California. I began taking ballet classes when I was 3 years old. By the time I was 12, I knew that I wanted to make dancing my career. And when I was training with Suzanne Farrell one summer, she asked me to join her company. And I'm going to talk to you about the pointe shoe. The main difference between pointe shoes and not wearing pointe shoes is the shoe itself. When dancing on pointe, you're dancing on the tips of your toes, and not on pointe is on the ball of your foot. When dancing on pointe, you end up looking taller and longer, your legs look leaner. It's a cleaner line because there's no cutoff from your feet and ankles. I think it's easier to dance on pointe. It's more graceful and more flowing. I usually bring 3 to 4 pairs of pointe shoes a day with me. This pair is pretty destroyed, but sometimes in a ballet, if we're rehearsing, you don't need hard shoes because it's a lot of standing around or a lot of walking. This pair is perfect. They're broken in, but they're not too soft, so they still have a lot of support to them. And a brand new pair that I haven't worn yet.
The toe shoe looks simple, but is actually made up of several parts that work together to provide stiff foot support, but also allow for flexibility and expressive movement. The front of the shoe is called the toe box or block and is usually made with fabric or paper held together and hardened with glue. The very end of the shoe is called the platform. The vamp, upper, and quarter make up the outside of the shoe and are covered in satin. The throat of the shoe can be made tighter with the elastic strings that run through the binding. Ribbons that wrap around the ankle also help keep the shoe on your foot. On the bottom of the shoe is the outer sole, which is usually made of leather to better grip the stage. Inside, the shank supports the foot when the dancer is on pointe. It is usually made of stiff cardboard or fiberboard.
After I sew the ribbon and the elastic on, per shoe, there's 4 parts, and it takes about 10 minutes. I cut the satin off the tip, so I dig my scissors into the top of it. And it's usually glued on, so I have to get the stickiness off. Sometimes it's really easy, and sometimes it's harder. That one was pretty easy to do. It didn't take too long. It's a rougher material. It's like a canvas material that's underneath the satin, and it's just not as slippery. After I do that, I break the shank. I always break it right at where the seam is. That's right where my arch falls in my foot. I just put my hand like this, put it toe down, and try to snap it. And it's also going to pop the nail out the back, and then I'm going to pull it out. And then bend it back that way. So now, as you can see, there's more of an arc to the shoe. There's the little nail. I like to scuff up the bottom, so I usually just take the end of my scissors, the sharp end, and scuff it and make I go diagonally this way and then diagonally that way. A little rougher. Right before I put them on, I usually just smash the box with the end of my heel, and if you listen, it'll creak probably.